Am I the a-hole for taking my girlfriend's dad to court? I, 19 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 18 female, for about a year. A couple weeks ago, I got pulled over while driving home from her place, and just my luck, the officer who pulled me over was her dad. Although very awkward, he kept it purely professional, said I was speeding, and gave me a ticket. Now, if I was speeding, this would have been perfectly fine, but the problem is, I wasn't. I have a dash camera that logs GPS and speed data, and I checked it as soon as I got home. It clearly shows I was going under the speed limit the entire time. I told my girlfriend I'm planning to fight the ticket in court. She's really upset and says it's going to cause a lot of tension with her family. She thinks I should just pay the fine and move on, even if I wasn't speeding. From my point of view, this isn't about her dad personally, it's purely about not wanting any marks against my license. She feels that by taking it to court, I'm basically accusing her dad of either lying or making a serious mistake, and that could put him in a really difficult position professionally and personally. She's worried this is going to cause a rift not just between me and her dad, but possibly between her dad and her as well for being associated with me. I get where she's coming from, and I don't want to disrespect her dad or damage the relationship I've built with him. Honestly, we've always gotten along well, he's a tough guy, but I respect him a lot, and I know he's just doing his job. I've never had a ticket before, and I pay for my own car and insurance, so something like this could raise my rates and stick with me, especially being so young. I'm not trying to be difficult, dramatic, or disrespectful, but I just don't think it's right to let something slide that could impact me long term, especially when I have clear evidence that I wasn't speeding. I'm still planning on fighting the ticket. I have the dashcam footage, I know I wasn't speeding. But my girlfriend is incredibly upset. She's been distant ever since I told her, and lately she's barely talking to me. I can tell she's really hurt and stressed about the whole thing. She keeps saying I'm choosing a stupid traffic ticket over her and her family, which is technically true, but that ticket comes with a lot more than just a one-time fine. I don't want to take the blame for something I didn't do, so I've already plead not guilty and have the court hearing scheduled for a few weeks out. I think this is the right move by putting my future first. So, am I the a-hole? Top comments. Not the a-hole. But your girlfriend's being unfair as hell. You didn't go looking for a fight, her dad wrote a bogus ticket, while in uniform, and you've got proof it's bullshit. That's not choosing a ticket over her family, that's not letting someone screw up your insurance, record and money for no reason. If her dad's a decent cop, he'll accept that you're just using your right to defend yourself. If he isn't, then yeah, maybe that rift was coming either way. You're not disrespecting anyone by standing up for yourself, especially when you've got the receipts. Tell her you're not putting your life on pause just to avoid her dad's feelings. If that's too much for her, that says way more about where this relationship's headed than a damn traffic court date. I work in law enforcement. We make mistakes. However, that doesn't excuse the mistake when it's found. Go and have those marks removed from your license and take it to court. Not the a-hole. Your girlfriend, however. An a-hole. Not the a-hole. There's no way that having the ticket fought will impact her dad professionally. It could easily be an issue of his speed radar being a little off. Take your evidence and go to court, keep your clean driving record and your current insurance payment. If the girl doesn't understand that asking you to accept guilt for a false charge, pay the fine, and suffer consequences based on faulty information is unreasonable and seriously messed up, and that it isn't a matter of questioning her father's professionalism or pride in having his tickets fought should be routine, something is very wrong. If what she says is at all founded in reality, her father would need to have a documented history of false ticket writing at the very least. Faulty equipment is not uncommon, and even if the speed reader were functioning properly, the justice system is built so that folks can fight tickets as part of their right to due process, and all law enforcement knows that. Engaging with that justice system in good faith should never be something you're shamed about or pressured out of. What is most likely here is that she feels awkward and uncomfortable about how her father reacts to having his authority questioned based on her experiences at home. Do not ever admit fault if it's not true. Especially, if you can prove it. If this implodes your relationship, then you dodged a bullet. Not the a-hole at all. If her dad is a crooked cop, then it will hopefully bite him in the ass at some point. If it happens to be you, that exposes him, and she can't see reason, then you're better off without her, and her corrupt cop dad baggage. I would never date someone who has strong affiliations to a cop like this and feels as if others should just bow down and accept unfairness. You should fight the ticket, you have proof and it's your right. Why would going to court over a speeding ticket ruin relations in either manner? This doesn't make sense unless she's afraid that poor daddy's ego will get knocked down a step. Not the a-hole.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for daily life stories.